And in the 80s it got charity status, and it's carried on from there. We've now got a small staff team and we work with a lot of volunteers. We do a lot of food growing to produce local produce to sell to the community. We have animals to teach about animal care and welfare. We go out to shows, we go out to do outreach work as well.
So what kind of bunnies are these? One's made a bid for freedom.
These are various crossbreeds, but they're all rescue rabbits, so we try to promote responsible pet ownership. Rabbits can live 8 to 10 years, you know, they're a big commitment, and they're not just for Easter.
Well, thank you so much for having us this morning. There's plenty more animals yet to see, Jenny. And we've had Gilbert and Sullivan, the two lovely miniature donkeys, with us this morning, but they have made a bid for freedom as well, but hopefully we'll see them later on. It is a chilly start to the day, not just here, but more or less across the board. And if you've been tempted into the garden, or if you're a farmer or a grower, as we go through this week, there is going to be quite a bit of frost around, particularly so tonight. But today, there's some sunshine. Now, if we start the forecast at 9 o'clock in Scotland, there are also some wintry showers, most on the hills. But in Shetland, you can expect some winteriness even at lower levels. As we come south across the rest of Scotland, some sunshine, but some more showers in the southern uplands. And then for northern England, you've got a cold start as well, but some sunshine. Some sunshine across parts of East Anglia, but really through the Midlands, most of East Anglia heading down towards the south coast. There is quite a bit of cloud around, and again from that cloud, we are seeing a few showers. Into the southwest, variable amounts of clouds, some sunny spells. Temperatures in Plymouth, for example, at about 9 o'clock, 10 Celsius, also shared by Cardiff. And for Wales, again, although there is some sunshine around, there's also some thicker cloud and a few showers. But for Northern Ireland, you've got a largely dry start to the day with temperatures about 9 Celsius in Belfast. Now, through the course of the day, what you'll find is the showers across the north of Scotland will move steadily south, getting into northern England as we head through the course of the afternoon. Behind them, there will be some sunshine coming through, and for most of us this afternoon, the forecast is bright spells, some sunny spells, and also some showers, with temperatures up to 14 Celsius. Now, through this evening and overnight, the showers across northern England move down the east of England, eventually clearing, allowing cold air to flow in behind. Now, it's going to be a cold night tonight. In towns and cities, temperatures holding above freezing, but in rural areas, temperatures below freezing, as low as, say, -7 in some parts of the Highlands, more notably Aviemore and Braemar, but generally we're looking at a range from freezing to about 5. So a cold and frosty start to the day tomorrow, but with the clear skies it also means it's going to be a sunny one. And for most of us it will remain dry through the course of the day, 1 or 2 showers getting in across East Anglia and Kent, but they'll be the exception rather than the rule. And temperatures again up to around about the 14-degree mark. Then for Wednesday, well, there will be some sunshine around across central parts of England. Southern England seeing a bit more cloud, and more cloud across the north and the west of the UK generally, again producing the odd spot. So lots going on in the forecast. Don't forget those cold nights if you have been busy in the garden or if you're a farmer in the next few nights to come. Sian and Roger.
Carol, thank you so much. Lots going on there as well this morning, not just with the weather. And lovely to see so many animals, including those sheep happily nibbling their breakfast behind you in the phone box. We'll see you later.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Thank you.
See you later, Carol.
A menagerie with Carol this morning. It's 7:21. This is a story, a subject that's really got you getting in touch with us this morning. We'll read out some more of your comments during the course of the programme. Should older drivers be made to retake their test? We're talking about it because more than 250,000 people have backed a petition asking for a change in the law.
Yes, it was started by Ben Brooks Dutton, whose wife was killed after an elderly motorist hit his accelerator pedal instead of the brakes. It's expected that the number of drivers over 85 will double to 1 million by 2025. So is there more we can do to improve safety on the roads? Holly Hamilton reports.
Frank has been driving for most of his life.
Know where you are relative to as much traffic as you possibly can.
But despite 56 years of experience behind the wheel, he feels he benefits from an appraisal from time to time.
None of us gets sharper as we age, and I can see I'm not as sharp as I was 10 or 15 years ago, and that must apply when I'm driving a car, and I just think it's a good idea.
This driver skills scheme in Hampshire for the over 60s assesses around 50 people each month. They aim to keep people driving safely for longer.
It's delivered from their own home in their own car, and we just get one of our assessors to go along and sit with them and offer advice, really. And then we can monitor how their driving's going, so they don't have to give up too early before they're ready, but they don't go on too long before they become unsafe.
There's no legal age to stop driving in the UK, but under the current DVLA system, drivers have to renew their licence every 3 years from the age of 70.
And to do that, you'll simply need one of these, a self-assessment form. You decide whether or not you're fit to drive based on your health and your eyesight. Now, there are no mandatory checks on your eyesight, your hearing, or even your driving or your reaction times, and that's well into old age.
For most drivers, this isn't a problem, but not disclosing a medical issue can have devastating consequences.
You drew that when you were a baby. You drew it of Mummy.
In 2012, Ben's wife was killed while walking with their 2-year-old son, Jackson.
A car came speeding around the corner, skimmed my son's pushchair, but then struck my wife, and she died at the scene. When the pressure was on, when the driver had to choose between an accelerator and a brake, he wasn't able to make that decision. He wasn't able to react. He was driving in an automatic vehicle and he thought he was braking. And as he broke harder, he was actually accelerating faster.
No, you must be for everyone likes.
Ben's campaigning for drivers to be retested every 3 years after the age of 70. So far, an online petition has received over 200,000 signatures.
I think there needs to be some sort of test to check that, that we're well enough to drive, that we are, that we can react in time to drive safely, that we can regulate our own behaviour. And at the moment, there's a self-assessment system that doesn't do that.
Last year, leading road safety experts published a report setting out a national strategy for safe driving into old age. It made a number of recommendations, including increasing the age of licence renewal to 75 if proof of an eye test is made compulsory.
Older drivers at the age of 70, you're no more likely to be involved in a collision. But obviously, as we do get older and start to suffer from frailty, eyesight and hearing, then yes, problems can arise if we don't address them at an early stage.
Ben's petition is set to be discussed by a cross-party transport committee after getting the support of his local MP. Meanwhile, Ben is hoping his campaign will highlight the issue for thousands of families.